This is problem 7-57 from section 7.1.4 homework. It says solve 1/8 raised to the 2x minus 3 power equals 1/2 raised to the x plus 2 power for x. Now we've seen a couple of these equations so far where you've had one side equals another, and we've graphed them to solve for x. Now you can do that, but I'm going to show you a different approach. So if you did graph it, we would look for when did the two lines intersect, or do they cross each other? And it should most likely just be one point. It's not, because this isn't an absolute value, or it's on an inequality symbol is what I mean. So we could graph it, but I'm going to show you another way algebraically to do this. So what we want to do, we know if we have the bases the same, if this base equals this base, then our exponents need to be the same, right? If I have 4 to the x power equals 4 to the second power, well, to make these things equal, the x needs to be equal to 2. So we'd set the exponents equal to each other. So I need to make 1/8. How can I make 1/8 be like 1/2? What can I do to 1/8 to make it become a 1/2? So I know if I take, or if I go the other way around. But now I know 1/8 is the same thing as 1/2 to the third power, because that would be 1 to the third and 2 to the third, which would be 1/8. So I'm going to change this base right here. Instead of being 1/8, I'm going to change it to 1/2 raised to the third power. Alright, that just becomes my 1/8 right there. Then I have that times my original exponent of 2x minus 3 equals, and I'm going to keep the other side exactly the same. So now I changed my bases to become the same thing. So 1/2 to the third power gives me 1/8. So that's why I changed those. Now that I have the same bases, I know my exponents need to equal each other. So I have 3 times 2x minus 3, that's my one exponent, equals x plus 2. Since my bases are the same, I can get rid of them and just worry about the exponent. So now it becomes a really simple equation to solve for x. So I'm going to distribute my 3 to both things in here. So I have 6x minus 9 equals x plus 2. I want to get my x's on both sides, on the same side. Minus x here. So now those are gone. I'll have 5x minus 9 equals 2. I need my numbers to both be on the right, so I'm going to add 9. So I have 5x equals 11. To get rid of that 5 next to the x, I'm going to divide. It's the opposite of multiplying. So I have x equals 11/5. Okay. And I could change that into possibly a decimal to be 2.2 as well. But either way, that is your solution to the equation. Again, I just had an x in my equation, so I don't have to find a y. X is worth 11/5 or 2.2.